Okay, in Unit 9, you will be creating flyers. In Activity 9.1, before we actually get to creating flyers, we're going to explore some things that you can do with images. So the first thing I'd ask you to do is to change the page layout to landscape instead of the normal portrait mode. So to do that, we go to Page Layout, Orientation, and by default it is Portrait. We're going to flip it sideways so it's Landscape. Okay, then it says to insert the starter image, so I've already downloaded the 9-1 image from Moodle, so I'm going to go to Insert, go to Pictures, and I need to find my Activity 9-1 image. Let's see, there we go, Activity 9-1, that would be this one that I need. Okay, so the next thing it has us do is to remove this background, and this is a new feature as of, I believe, Word 2013 is the first version that had this feature in it. So to remove the background, I click on the picture and I'm in the Format tab for the picture, and over here the very first option is Remove Background. So I'm going to select Remove Background. Now everything that you see that just turned purple, that's what Word believes is the background it's going to erase. So you can see it's getting rid of part of his arm and part of his head, etc. So it's didn't guess too well in this image. Some images it does a great job. Others where the background's kind of similar to the foreground, it can kind of give you a hassle, which is why I chose this picture, so you can kind of learn how to deal with that. So first thing I need to do, it's going to try to crop it, and we don't want that. So I'm going to adjust my cropping here, and that's going to help fix it somewhat. And I'm going to drag the sides in closer to his actual body. There we go. So you can see it already did a much better job. Now that I've kind of selected which part was the part I wanted to keep, we really just have, if I zoom in, this section of his arm, part of the helmet there, maybe part of his hip. So what do I do here? Well, I go up to these options. I can mark areas to keep and I can mark areas to remove. I need to mark some areas to keep, like his arm. Now sometimes you have to kind of keep clicking around until you get it just the way you want it. Now this image, it's going to be very hard to get it perfect. You're going to see kind of a jagged arm just because the arm color is so similar to the background color. So this one you're not going to be able to get perfect, but just work on it, get as good as you can. Let's see if I can, I might not be able to get that hip in there. There we go, there's part of it. There we go. And let's go ahead and see if we can get part of this mouthpiece strap here. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Once you have it the way you want it, then all you do is just come up here and click Keep Changes. And if I zoom out, you can see it's not perfect. I mean, the helmet's kind of choppy, etc., but it didn't do a horrible job. Okay, the next part we're going to do with this assignment is we're going to add a picture border. The picture border is found back under the Format tab again. I'm on my picture. So if you click off the picture, that Format tab is going to disappear. So if I see if I can click, there we go, click off the picture, my Format tab's gone, click back on the picture, Format tab comes back, so you need to make sure we're on that Format tab. And the background or the border that I want to select is here in the Quick Styles. So if I select the Quick Styles, now on your screen, where your screen isn't kind of condensed like mine is for the sake of the video, you will probably actually see a preview of some of these frames. But as you hold your mouse over them, you should be able to see a preview of what it looks like. So once again, my screen's kind of shrunk down, so it's hiding most of the picture, but you can kind of see it. Now the one that we want for this assignment is this one. If you hold your mouse over them, you'll see the name of them. So like this one is Center Shadow Rectangle. This one is Perspective Shadow White, and that's the one that I want. There we go. After I pick the frame, then I can change the frame colors, and that is done up here right beside the Quick Styles. If I select this one, these are your colors, and notice as I hold my mouse over those, it changes the frame color. And then lastly, I just need to make sure that the picture actually fits on the page. It looks like it's running off the page a bit. So to resize the picture, I just grab a hold of one of these little rectangles and resize it, and there we go. It looks like it fits on the page now. So that is what you're doing for Activity 9-1.